Hello everyone. So today we are going to start our second chapter of economics is people as resource. If we talk about the people as a resource, so it just simply means that the working population of our country, those who are just working in our country are considered as the people as resource because we cannot consider the 100% population as the resource. Like if we talk about you guys are the students. You are not working, so you are not considered as the working. You are not considered as the resource over here. Clear? So in short, people as a resource, if we talk about, it refers to the country's working people. That means if they are just giving as a productive skills, they are using their productive skills and abilities so that they can able to help to increase our GNP, gross national production, or we can say that it as a gross domestic production. Now, what do you mean by gross national production? Gross national production means in a particular country, the total production which take place is known as our gross national production or GDP. सुना होगा, you just heard about this, GDP country का बढ़ रहा है घट रहा है. तो if the GDP is more, then you can say that country is in profit. If GDP is less, then country is in loss. Clear? Here the population of a country is divided into two parts, that is assets and liabilities. Assets means which is profitable, liabilities means like dependent. जैसे कि you guys right now you are a liabilities, but we are trying to convert you into an assets by providing you proper skills, by providing you good education and all these things. Clear? So the basic motive behind our people as a resource is to make people and assets, not a liabilities. That means we just give them the proper facilities so that we can convert the we can convert the liabilities into assets. If we talk about the assets are the profitable. In future it is going to be the profitable. Like if I talk about the physical assets over here, लैंड, आज हमने कहीं पे ज़मीन खरीदी, कल जब उसके कहीं पे रेट हाई हो जाएंगे देन वी सेल इट ताकि हमें प्रॉफिट मिल जाए. क्लियर? दैट मीन्स हमने इन्वेस्टमेंट करी थी. सिमिलरली वी मेक एन इन्वेस्टमेंट इन द ह्यूमन बीइंग इन द फॉर्म ऑफ एजुकेशन, ट्रेनिंग, मेडिकल केयर एंड ऑल दीज थिंग्स. अगर आप हेल्दी हो, आप फिट हो, यू आर एजुकेटेड वन, सो यू कैन एबल टू अर्न योर लाइवलीहुड. सो अल्टीमेटली इन रिटर्न यू आर गोइंग टू प्रोवाइड the help for the increment in the GDP of our country. In that way you will consider as people as resource or human resource. If you guys remember that in our last chapter, the story of village Palampur, we consider the knowledge and labor as the most important part. Like this time we are having, like suppose you are having a building, you are having a school building, you are having a proper desk, you are having each and everything over there, but you are not having any teacher to teach you. So does it consider as the profitable? No, because you need human resource to just convert the resources into a useful manner. Clear? This is all about the short introduction of people as a resource, yeah, human resource. So now if we just consider as the population, by population increase or it is a negative impact, no. But if we consider it in a positive way, if population is high, but all that population is having proper access with food, education and healthcare facilities, then the population will consider as an human resource, and further they will help us to develop our human capital formation. We will have more and more human capital formation over there, and I told you that investment in human capital we can make with the help of education, training, medical care facilities, with all these things, because somehow if we are having the healthy people, they can able to give us the maximum possible return as compared to the unhealthy people. Here in this paragraph it is mentioned that human capital is somehow more superior than land and physical capital because only the human resource can able to use the land and capital. हमारे पास एक proper field दे दिया है but I am not having the technology, मुझे वहाँ पे agriculture production करनी नहीं आ रही, then how I can able to use that. तो क्या होगा, अगर ह्यूमन रिसोर्स अच्छा नहीं है तो लैंड और कैपिटल भी हमारे पास स्पॉइल हो सकती है. क्लियर. नाउ वी आर हैविंग द टू केस स्टडीज, two stories. One is of Sakal and other is of R. Vilas. I am going to explain these stories in a short. Your work is to read the story in detail from your book only. Clear? Now first have a look on the story of a Sakal. Sakal was a 12 years old boy. He was living in the Simapur village. ठीक है? And the name of his mother is Sheila, whereas the name of his father is Bhuta. You can consider it as a Sheila ka Bhuta. ठीक है? It is just for fun. Clear? So Sakal used to help her mother in the domestic household activities as his mother was a housewife, homemaker. ठीक है? Father used to work on the agriculture field as well as siblings were there. Sakal used to help his mother as well as used to take care of their younger siblings. One more family member is there in the Sakal family is the uncle. Uncle is over there who just considered as the his uncle was sitting idle. Idle means खाली बैठे हैं after clearing the metric exams as well. But now there was something story behind this, that the Sakal's father and mother don't want Sakal to sit him ideal. They just want that Sakal should get a good education and then consider as a good human being, or you can consider that he must be considered as an educated or as an assets over there. Now you can see over here Sheila and Bhuta, Sakal's parents, they just want that Sakal should take a good education and they influence Sakal to join the village school, and Sakal as well joined the village school. For higher education they took loan, and after getting a higher education he just became a software designer. After that, after getting a good education, he just get a job into a good company and he designed a new software which turns into the higher salaries. Clear? He start getting a higher salaries from the different institutions, from the different companies. So in this way you can say that parents invested in the Sakal so that in the form of education, so that he can able to become an asset over here. So in this way we can see that how the Sakal education plays an important role to make him a human resource. Clear? Now next let us have a look on the story of Vilas. Vilas was an 11 years old boy. In his family there were mother and the younger siblings. Father were died, ठीक है, because of some illness. Mother used to do the business. Mother used to earn the money by selling her fishes, and she only get rupees 150 per day. Younger brother were there, he was not earning, and somehow Vilas was also not well. He was not a physically fit person. He was suffering from a problem of arthritis. Clear? Mother cannot able to afford to take him to the doctor और उनका एक proper treatment हो पाए, and after some time mother also fell sick. So now the Vilas was not having any kind of option. He has to do the same work of selling the fishes, and he also used to get the rupees 150 per day. So in this way you can see that when Vilas is not physically fit, clear, he is not healthy, so somehow he was facing a problem regarding his health and he was not able to earn the good money. He just didn't go to the school. So in this way he just become the liabilities. That means he is not considered as the proper facilities, he is not considered as the assets over there. If at last I just conclude the story of Sakal and Vilas. We consider Sakal as an assets because after getting the proper education he get a good salaries and he just consider it as a profitable. वो profitable हो गए, ठीक है. But story of Vilas is not considered as an assets because he was dependent. Earlier he was dependent on his family, and after that every amount was spent on the treatment of his family only. Clear? So these are the stories. I hope with the help of the story of Sakal and Vilas you can able to make a difference between assets and liabilities. So guys, this is your homework. This is story of Vilas we have read about, and this is a conclusion of the story of Vilas and Sakal. Your homework, you have to read the topic till this topic before the economic activities of men and by men and women. You have to read the chapter before this topic. Okay. Till then, take care.